frame me in a picture. Sharpie horns on my head. Every rumor like a scripture. They repeat what they were fed. Yeah, I'm walking through the whisper. Let them burn me in their tails. I keep receipts in my ribcage. Every scar, every DD. Call me the villain. Paint me in black. Blame every crack in your heart on my back. But when the curtain's falling and every mask is gone, you'll see the villain was the hero all along. Yeah, I'm the villain. I'm the hero all along.
Oh shit, it's my time to talk. Oh damn. Oh, okay. How are you all doing? As you can see the title, the black community doesn't care about their gun rights. They don't. It's always an issue. I'm going to show you today. Oh, let me get this shared out. Please, if you are on X, Instagram, YouTube, please share. It helps with the algorithm. It helps with everything else. It helps get it out there. Oh man, just a few days ago, there was an incident where a guy was arrested on the CTA. If you don't know what that is, the Chicago Transit Authority. And he was arrested with a loaded firearm. Here in Illinois, you're not supposed to carry your firearm on public transportation. Out of all of the places, I mean, so many places that we do have in Illinois, you are not supposed to carry your firearm on public transportation. It's bullshit. Why? Why is it bullshit? Think about it. The CTA, the red line and the blue line, is one of the most dangerous places you can be. Hopefully I can prove that to you today. But it's one of the if you don't know anything, so if before we get into it, think about how in North Carolina that lady was stabbed on that train. All right. And what happened here in Chicago? On a CTA train, a lady was set on fire. A lady was set on fire. Whew, on fire. So President Trump called for Chicago to get the safety under control. He called for that. He said, hey, y'all not getting any more funding until you all get this safety under control. And I agree with him. Now, what's happened now is you have CPD. They should be pushing up. They are pushing out more officers to the CTA. Now you have the Cook County Sheriff that is on the platform. So let's get to it. Let's get to what we can show. All right. All right. Let me put it up on screen for you all. Let me read through it. A Chicago man who Cook County Sheriff's police observed smoking on the red line is facing a weapons charge after he was found riding the train with a loaded firearm. At approximately 7 p.m. on April 16th, sheriff's police were conducting premises check on the red line car when they saw 25-year-old Angel Williams smoking, which is a violation of the Chicago Transit Authority rules. Officers took him into custody for disorderly conduct and escorted him off the train at 69th Street stop. Officers learned that Williams had a loaded handgun in his possession, as well as a valid um, concealed carry license. Carrying a firearm on public transportation is a violation of the Illinois Concealed Carry Act. The Cook County State's Attorney Office charged him with unlawful possession of a weapon. Later that night, Williams was ordered released from custody April 17th following his initial court appearance at the George H. Lakeland Criminal Courthouse. The public is reminded that the defendant are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But we all know it doesn't take that long. Well, it doesn't take, doesn't take a court of law for people to actually find you guilty in the court of public opinion, because motherfuckers are stupid. Let's just be fair about it. That's the brother right there. Let's go to the comments. As you can see, Michael Roy Gardner, he had to make his snide comment. And this is why, if you follow me on Facebook, I will be airing this on Facebook. I probably will shoot the video out, but this is why I do what I do. This is why I do what I do. This is why I actually tag people on Facebook, because of stupid ass remarks like this. The Republicans are going to make it legal for me to carry on the red line, but seriously, it is ridiculous that you can't legally carry in so many places in Chicago, even with the CCL. No fucking shit. No shit. Of course, this is what I talk about. Illinois is one of the most restrictive states of where you can and can't carry. And I'm going to show you one of the problems is with the red line. There's always something happening on the red line. The lady was burned on the red line. It is not a safe place. It's not a safe place. But they continue to make law after law, even when they come up with the Rifle Act. But you all don't give a fuck. You don't care. You care about what President Trump is doing. You care about the Iran conflict. You care about all that other bullshit that you're not even gonna go over to Iran to fight a fucking person. Can't do it with your Glock switch. I can guarantee you that one. Can't do it with your Glock switch. You may try, but I can tell you right now. As you can see, my comment back to Michael Roy Gardner. This is the dumb shit I'm talking about. Instead of finding a commonality, you want to make a snide remark. This is why I do what I do. Not in one part of my statement did I say anything about Democrat or Republican. I can guarantee that the Republicans did make a bill to repeal this part of the law. I can also guarantee that it's being fought all the way to the SCOTUS. Who supports that? The Republicans. You didn't fill out a single witness slip or make a single post saying that if this were never a law, it wouldn't have been a problem. In Illinois, you can't carry in libraries, hospitals, supposedly school property. Well, you can have it in the car and you can retrieve it and you can put it up in the car. You can't be in the school property necessarily concealed carry unless you're in the immediate vicinity of your car. When you are putting your gun up. CTA, public transportation, special gatherings. Remember what happened to special gathering up in Island Park, Illinois? Remember what happened up there? So yeah. Let's look at some more comments. Let's scroll down some more. Dale G. That's crazy because the red line is where you need your gun more than anywhere in Illinois. Wonder, was his CCL revoked? No, didn't say that. Riding the red line, you must protect yourself at all times. It's hard to fault a valid CCL holder to be strapped. Y'all obviously missing the point. He was taken in for smoking on the train. Now, had he not been smoking, the whole incident wouldn't have happened. They learned he had a valid gun after the fact. I kind of want to I want to dive into that one. He has a concealed carry license, but he can't conceal and carry on the train. That's diabolical. His lawyer will try and get that thrown out. His mistake was smoking on the train, smoking on there and bringing attention to himself. I can agree with that. I don't know what the lawyer's going to do. I can't predict that. I can agree that him smoking on the train did bring attention to himself, which I think is fucking retarded and dumb. And hopefully, you know what? I don't think he listened, right? One way or another, whether he didn't hear it or he just didn't care. But we talk about it extensively in our classrooms. Every instructor should tell you that you can't carry on CTA. And that at that point, that's when I get the question from all of my students, not all of my students, but most of the time in my class, just about every single time when I run through the list of who can carry, where they can carry, what happens? Somebody says, well, shit, what can we carry? And everyone knows that the red line or CTA, the bus, red line, blue line, all those different places that you should carry on there. It's a dangerous place. I question the usefulness of a concealed carry permit in a state where it is illegal to carry almost everywhere. You might actually need a firearm. You know what? So Michael, he said something. I want to see his replies. As a CCO, I know who this is. As a CCL carrier in the city of Chicago for the past 7 years, it's not as bad as you make it. You know what? I know that dude. And he used to argue with me for a while. I think we blocked each other. Just don't need to go through all that. Knowing how crime is on those trains. That's hella noise for you. Great comment, whatever. Not the flex you think it is, Cook County. You basically arrested a normal, regular guy who had the legal right to carry firearms because it was in a place that state arbitrarily decided he shouldn't be allowed to protect himself. Agreed. All gun laws are infringement. Smoking inside an enclosed space. Yes, and I think it's dumb that you smoked inside a train, whether it was in the train, outside on the platform. I don't think you can smoke on either. I think that's dumb. That's asinine, and that led him to him. That brought more attention to him. I get it. It still doesn't, he could have got a ticket for that. Still doesn't mean that he shouldn't be allowed to carry on a platform. Still, it shouldn't. But these are the problems that we run into. This is the shit that we have to look at in Illinois, and they think this is going to protect us. Before President Trump said, "Hey, you need to fix your rail system. You need to fix the system that so many people are getting hurt on." And guess who has a ride on those? Every day I see people, because I start work early in the morning. I see mostly black people on the trains. Not saying all. There are Hispanics, there are whites, there are a lot of people that catch the train, whether they're going to the north side, south side, downtown, wherever. There's a whole lot of people that catch the train. I mostly see, and I notice mostly black people on the train. And I look and I say, hey, I hope that they're protected. If they're so protected, right? Because they got rid of the security agency that was there, K9. I think everybody called them K9, but K9. They got rid of them, so they laid them off or whatever. Didn't continue the contract, whatever the case may be. Then they said they're going to bring up more police officers, and now they have the Cook County Sheriff riding the trains back and forth to make sure everything's good. But we still have problems. Still have problems. Still have problems. So let's take a look at this. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. As you can see, what the fight is about to happen with the security. A fight is about to happen with security. Let me bring it up on stage. I hate that. Okay, now I bring it up. That first time. That is not the first time. That is not the first time that happens. Let's go down some more.
Only in Chicago!
Doors open on the left.
Where people run free all day until unlimited naps and the seats full for the capacity for others. Only at Chicago!
Damn Chicago. So all the little bootleg security guards and shit riding the red line, fight. Out here letting people fight, letting folks get jumped on. Y'all out here watching this shit. Fight. Now let's see what the new police and shit gonna do on the red line. Cause baby, that's a shit show if I ain't never seen none. Damn Chicago.
Wait, what you mean to tell me that you don't feel safe on the red line no more? Let's look at more. Let's look at more. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it's something wrong with me.
Now let's see what the new
All right. Of course, now we get into the other videos. I guess I call them propaganda videos where, guess what? Nothing's happening here. There's no crime. Nothing's happening. So you have nothing to fear. Don't worry about it. You have nothing to fear. There's no crime here, nothing to see here. As the mayor would say, crime is down. Yes, crime is down. You know why? Crime is down on the national average, all over the place. Crime is down. Except was really not really Chicago. You know why it's not down in Chicago? Because you reclassified. That's what the problem is. You reclassified the crimes. That came from the Safety Act. Safety Act. Which I think is 3,500 pages. Not sure, but it changed a lot of laws. Thank you, Doc, for the repost. If you can, repost this stream. Repost this stream. If you want to hear what I got to say, repost it, please. It helps with the algorithm. I'll take all the criticism I can get, but I want you all to think about it. Chicago, right? Yes, there are some safe places you can go to. There are some good places you have a kick-ass time. You can go all over the city. But when you get on that red line, be prepared. The red line or the blue line, be prepared for whatever may come your way. Be prepared. Because I guess they could say any given Sunday, but any given day, you could be set on fire. You could walk into a car and they're smoking weed on the red line. They were hotboxing their fucking car. Yes, they were hotboxing. If you know what hotboxing is, that means you're smoking in the car. You don't let any air out and whatnot. They were smoking on the red line. Let's see if we can find anything else. See if we can find anything else. See what we can find here. Smoking. Just hold on. I'm gonna get it up there to y'all. This is the crazy shit. This is the mental unstableness that happens.
I just took around her brain, blowing hella gas, bitch. I love to smoke propane, yeah. I say a little bitch know your play. Talking on that game, first way just to lose your face.
This is why I stopped taking the red line. What is going on here?
En la línea Garfield, el metro, se prendió uno de los vagones. Mira, hay gente metida en los vagones. Mira. Se prendió hasta la parte de abajo del tren.
I can guarantee she's not a Republican or conservative. I don't even know if I want to hear what she got to say.
This shit whack, man. I just found this shit fun.
Crazy take, but I love the red line. I take it from like Howard to Garfield at least like twice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he likes men too, but you know how that goes. I think that's enough. I don't know. I don't know how much more I have to say, how much more I have to keep saying. But as you can see, the red line has a lot of weird stuff. Anytime you put the mass, the public together, guess what? There's going to be some type of friction, some type of well, I could just leave it at friction. That's going to happen. That is going to happen. But guess what? That doesn't mean that you have to live like this. Sorry, some people have to catch those. They have to catch the red line, the blue line, to get to work. That's probably how they save money. It's their God-given right to be safe. But here's why I say the title is the title. The Black community doesn't care about their gun rights. If you look at that post that I put up, that I showed, right? It's the post of him where I read it and I went down to the comments, because everyone is talking about, oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. Oh, that's messed up. My question for you, when you say that law is messed up, and to a lot of people that are in my classes, when they say, where can we carry? Where the fuck were you? When it came into law in 2013, and they made all these restrictive places, you could have said something. But even more, you could have filled out a witness slip. You could have did something, but you don't want to do anything. You get along to go along with what the politicians tell you, and that's what your problem is. But I'm the problem. I'm the one. You don't like what I say. You want to refute what I say. You see what Michael Roy Gardner, whatever the fuck his name is, you see what he said. Oh, the Republicans gonna come save us. They're gonna come save us. Listen, you stupid motherfucker. I don't care about a Republican. I don't care about a Democrat. I don't care about anybody. I care about doing the right fucking thing. That's what I care about. I care about doing the right thing. And people that ride those lines, ride the CTA, they have a right to protect themselves. And they should protect themselves at all costs. But the problem is, you motherfuckers do not like to get involved. You don't want to go down to Springfield. You don't want to even talk to your politician. You don't even want to talk to your alderman. You don't want to talk to your Cook County commissioner. You don't want to talk to your state senator. You don't want to even talk to your state representative, because you don't even know who half the motherfuckers are. But I'm the problem. Oh no, President Trump did this. I understand. We got Iran. You're not even going to fucking Iran. I already did my time over in Sandbox. I'm too fat to go back over to fucking Iran. And you're too fucking fat and dumb to even join the fucking military. But all of a sudden, oh no, we're going to go back. No, the fuck you're not. But you don't care about your rights, because you know what? You don't look at it as civil rights. I look at it as civil rights. It is your civil right to protect yourself in your neighborhood, even if you are poor. And you have to stay in those impoverished neighborhoods, and there's crime around. That's how McDonald versus City of Chicago came about. Man worked hard all his life to see his neighborhood change with drugs and gangs and violence, and got robbed, and people broke into his house, stole stuff. And all he wanted to do was protect himself in a city that was so fucking restricted that it said you can't have handguns at the time. They're so fucking restrictive, you can't have handguns. And now the state is so fucking restrictive that you can't have so-called assault weapons. I don't give it that fucking name. It's your basic human right to protect yourself. But you don't care. You ain't talked to a politician. You ain't talked to anyone else. You ain't said, how can we mitigate this? Because I ride the red line and I'm fucking scared every single day. Something's going to happen. I used to ride the blue line when I stayed on the west side and I would go to work. I used to ride the blue line. It was a guy on there. I'm pretty sure he was mental, whatever the case may have been. He had a can of sardines. I actually like sardines. He had a can of sardines. He starts eating them, whatever, with his crackers or whatever he had. Takes the can, just throws it on the fucking floor. I don't care. Yeah, he had a mental problem. I'm pretty sure he did. It looked like it. I mean, I'm not a therapist or a doctor. I'm not a professional. In my opinion, he looked fucking retarded. Oh, that's going to give me a strike somewhere. Oh, it's going to give me a strike probably on YouTube. I may be canceled. How can I get canceled? I'm not even popular. I got 86 people here. Share the stream. But guess what? Let's get back to it. If you cared, you would have supported the law that said it was going to repeal this. If you cared. But you don't. This is why you elect Democrat after Democrat. I don't care that you want to vote Democrat. I don't. You haven't seen me in the post say that you should only vote Republican. You have never seen me say that. You have never seen me say that you should only vote Democrat. Never. Your vote is your vote, however you see fit. But you don't even ask them the fucking questions. You know they get paid off your dime, your time. And when you set an appointment with them, they're supposed to meet it. They are. They are supposed to meet it. They're supposed to meet with you and listen to what you have to say. If you call in and say vote yes or no on that, they take a tally of that. They'll ask you for your address. They'll take a tally of it. If you put in a witness slip, maybe I'll do a show one day about witness slips. If you don't know how witness slips work, listen, maybe I'll explain it again. I know y'all don't watch all of my shows, so I'll explain how witness slips go. You fill out a witness slip. There's a bill that you don't like, or you may like, and you're support of it, or you're a proponent of it or opponent of it. Let's say HB 1093. I'm just making up some stuff, right? HB 1093. And you're like, oh no, I don't like that bill. Or you put in a witness slip. It's either written or oral, and that means pause. That means you want to speak at the hearing, and it's duly noted. Now they have to read off the numbers of how many people are proponents or opponents of it. They're supposed to. Every committee meeting. But, excuse me, no, I'm just a pig. But here's the problem. Y'all don't like filling out witness slips. And it gets read off in the committee. So a bill, right, goes from House to the Senate, back and forth. It goes to a committee. Let's say it starts in the House. Starts in the House. Writes up a bill. Blah 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 blah. All right. I like strippers. Whatever. All right. Give more power to the strippers. They can do blow while they're doing whatever. So after they write that bill up, it's going to go to committee. It's going to get one of the first readings. Then it goes to committee. Then it comes out of committee. May get a second reading, but it may go to the Senate. Goes to the Senate, goes to another committee, gets a reading. They're going to say, how do you implement this? And they talk about it. They take this out. They put that in. This is why I'll sign on this. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do this. Right? They're working out their deals back and forth between the House, the Senate, and the committees and everyone. Then you get to testify at the committees. You get to say, I don't like this bill. I remember being at a committee when they tried to first ban assault weapons here in Illinois, so-called assault weapons, right? They brought a mother up there and it totally backfired on them. It backfired to death on them. The mother lost her daughter in a shooting here in Chicago, and they brought up there because they thought she was going to come up there with the crocodile tears and say, I need to do something about this and fix this and all this. And she looked at them stone cold in their eyes and looked at them and said, what is another gun law going to do? How is that going to bring my baby back? And how is that going to save any lives? Guess what? That didn't pass that time. When that black mother, that black mother that was at the committee that they called up there because they wanted her crocodile tears, right? They'll use you. They'll use you for your tears and bring you up there so you can cry. They will use you for your tears. But guess what? It backfired on them and they can't use her. And I give kudos to her. That was a brave thing, and it was hard because she lost her daughter to some knucklehead out there just shooting guns or playing with guns. Oh, man. But then even more, we didn't get gun control until when? Robert Cremo III, Highland Park. That's when they really poured it on. So my thing is this to the black community. It was never a problem. See, what happens on the west side and the south side of Chicago, the gang shootings and all the other stuff is never a problem, right? It's never a problem until it's their problem. It's never a fucking problem until it's their problem. Until it happens in their nice, liberal, white neighborhood. But I'm the coon, right? I'm the coon, but don't you think the gang members should be coons? Don't you think the dope dealers should be coons? Not a man that goes to work every day. I mean, you couldn't be that, right? That has an opinion different from yours, right? Couldn't be that, no. No, I'm just saying. No, but I'm the coon. There was a bill. There's a bill that supports that they wanted to repeal. Let's put it that way. Wanted to repeal the actual ban on carrying on in certain places, restricted places, as far as parks and everything. I'm gonna read through it, but there's a bill that wants to repeal carrying on public transportation. SB 3098, concealed carry transport parks. Right, last actions 2/18/2026. That means it went nowhere. Dale Fowler, right? Senate sponsors. Look how many sponsors he wrote that bill up. He wrote that bill up and didn't get not one sponsor on it. Amends the Firearm Concealed Carry Act provides that the prohibition against a licensee carrying a firearm into a building parking area, or portion of a building under the control of an officer of the executive or legislative branch of government does not apply to any rest areas under the control of Department of Transportation. Yes, you can't carry them in the rest areas here in Illinois. Or a building located in the rest areas under the control of Department of Transportation eliminates a provision that a licensee shall not knowingly carry a firearm on any bus, train, or form of transportation paid for in whole or in part with public funds, and any building, real property, and parking area under the control of the public transportation facility paid for in whole or in part by public funds, eliminates the provision that a licensee shall not knowingly carry a firearm in any public park, athletic area, or athletic facility under the control of a municipality or park district, effective immediately. Went to committee, haven't seen it since. March. Deadline established April 24th. What's today's date? Tomorrow's the 24th. I think tomorrow's the 24th. What's today's date? Yep, tomorrow's the 24th. Today's the 23rd. It's going to die in committee. Now, this is a state senator, right? They wrote this bill up. There's another one. But let's go to the Rifle Act. Let's see if we can find the Rifle Act. Bring that to stage. I'm reading. Y'all heard it. You can read through it yourself if you want me to go back up on it. I can go back on it. Now, as you can see, this bill has no sponsors. Let's see if we can find a Rifle Act. Let's see. See if we can find a Rifle Act. think this is it. It is. This is legislation that says that manufacturers, they want manufacturers to pay for gun crime prevention, in a sense. And it's also the bill that says let's ban Glocks. So I think that's inside this bill also. Let me see if I can find the watered down version of it. As we read through it, it's going to be a lot. As you can see, it'll be endless. Maybe I'll do a show on this one day, because we can go through and highlight the parts. But as you can see, it says responsibility in firearm legislation agency created section 15. Out of here. Maybe one day out. We at 104. I love it. I love it. I love it. But the black community doesn't care about their gun rights. You all can yell racism, racism, racism. They're racist. Donald Trump's a racist. I've said this a long time ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. If Donald Trump was so much of a racist and he emboldens the racists, wouldn't you want to protect yourself? Or do you rely on the Democrats to protect you? How's that working out for you? I probably said it in a couple of streams. The problem is you all still don't give a fuck. Something drastic has to happen. I'm not talking about a doctored up, racial incident where they claim was racism. Because look at Charlottesville. Oh, thank you. Southern poverty. Thank you for keeping racism alive. Thank you for keeping fucking racism alive. That is grand. That you know what? It just warms my heart to know that you all are keeping racism alive by funding it. That is crazy. Oh man, that's crazy. But going back to it, if you really cared about your gun rights, if you really cared, you really care about your civil rights, as you say, as you claim, you will fight for your gun rights. You will fight against the Glock ban. You will fight against the Rifle Act. You will be a proponent of repealing the ban on concealed carry. The ban on concealed carry on public transportation. You will be a proponent of it. You will fill out witness slips. You probably call and talk to your state senator, representative. You talk to the motherfuckers all the time. I remember I did a class up in Waukegan, and there were some people there, and they knew who their state representative was, which was Rita Mayfield. Oh, I go to church with her. Well, ask her a question. If you go to church with her, there should be no problem with you asking a question. Why did you vote yes on the assault weapon ban? How is that supposed to keep me safe? All you got to do is start asking questions about why they voted on that, and watch them scramble, and watch them give you incoherent answers like Kamala Harris. If you did that, it probably would show you that they ain't worth a squirrel fart. But I get called the names. I get told that I'm not right. I get told I'm the coon, the Sambo, the soft shoe. I get told all those other different things because you can't understand what the method to my madness. Okay, cool. That's why my song is about my intro song and outro song is this way it is. I'm the hero all along. I'm going to be the hero to my family and the people that are like-minded, that are around me. You can paint me as a villain. You can do all of that. But I guarantee you, you're going to look back on it and say he was right. Because the injustice on one is injustice on all. You've seen all of those comments. You've seen all of those comments on Facebook. Not all of them, but you've seen most of them. You've seen most of them. Or some of them. And people were like, wait a minute. That's just wrong. That's wrong that they did that to him. Well, guess what, motherfucker? It's too late. It's a fucking law. Don't like the law, then fucking change it. If you don't like the law, then change it. Don't like it, change it. But you don't care. You get along to go along with whatever they say on TV and whatever they think is good for you. But then you turn around and say, I'm the Uncle Tom. I'm the house Negro. That's what y'all would say. I'm the house Negro. When I buck against the system, when I go against the grain. But you would do anything and everything that they tell you what they want. You just get along to go along. And this is why you have the crime in your neighborhood. This is why you have police steady patrolling your neighborhood, because of the crime. Because you get along to go along and listen to what they say. They keep telling you the same stuff and you love it. I put them in the office because they're a Democrat. I put them in office because they're black. I put him in office because he said he's going to give us reparations. I put him in office because he's going to give us some free stuff. Bring back the SNAP benefits. Do you know right now, John Fetterman has a bill. It's called the Rotisserie Chicken Act, to bring, to give to people rotisserie chickens for SNAP benefits. Rotisserie chicken for SNAP benefits. Thank you, Rory, for the repost. Rotisserie chicken for SNAP benefits. But check this out. A government that feeds you is a government that's going to control you. And I think you motherfuckers like being controlled. I think you motherfuckers love being controlled. Because you won't do anything about it. You get along to go along. You just listen. I hate to keep repeating myself. But you get along to go along. Let's look at some more. Let's look at some more TikTok. This is what you want. Playing loud music, smoking weed, and dare you to say something to them.
Only on Chicago red line.
That TNT shit, yeah, them Teenage Mutant Turtle looking ass niggas.
Oh shit, though, boy, like with my white t-shirt, babe? No, when I wash my shirt, my shit turn gray. Like what I say, hey, you know what I do? I don't fight no more. You know what I do, boy? Hey, if I pass by school, they know what I do, boy. Hey, like, look, bro, I was adopted 2 twins, though. Hey, don't speak on what I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Hey, blood shorts. Hey.
So we have to deal with the mental unstableness right? On the trains. We have to deal with all that. We have to deal with mentally unstable people, and we can't protect ourselves. Because what? Let's just type in CTA. See what we got here. Also, that's illegal too. You're not supposed to go in between cars. They tried to arrest a guy one time. He got shot by the police officer. The female officer shot him in the butt as he was running up the stairs from the police. But you're not supposed to walk in between those doors right there. You're not supposed to go in between them because I think you can get hurt. I think that's why they did. I don't know. But as you can see, he had to get away from the craziness because the dude was laid out on the floor. Look, who wants to deal with that? You don't know if that person is dead. You don't know if they high. You don't know if they just crazy. You see, doing stupid stuff. This is the blue line. This, I think that's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy that set the woman on fire. I forget how many convictions he had. Not convictions, but how many times he's been arrested. Long list of arrests. Long list of arrests.
Please feel safe and our riders see a visible presence of resources.
Good. Good. All them black people working. Good. That sit around and don't do shit.
I'm so glad that they're firing them security guards that work for CTA Transit. And I'm not petty or anything like that, but 2 weeks ago, I was on a Clark and Lake Brown Line platform because they're doing construction. There were about 70 plus people on the platform on each side. Rush hour about 5:40 p.m. on a Wednesday or Thursday. Long story short, there were two little boys. I want to say they were about 10.
Don't worry about it. Go take your ass on back up there. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing.
The Lord is my shepherd.
Wait, was that shit? Did somebody take it? Yep, it happens. It happens. It happens on the train. Did somebody take a shit? They do that. They'll take a shit, a cold. Yes. All right. That's enough of that. That is enough of that. So my point stands this. You can claim that you care about your community. You can claim that you want to take care of your community, but one of the things is being able to protect yourself in your community or protect your community. If you're not willing to do that, then I don't take anything else you say serious, and I will never take you serious until you adopt that. Because you can talk a good game. I know everybody doesn't want to get politically involved. That's cool. Everybody wants to get politically involved. Understand? You got to do something, though. You're relying on the government to protect you. You're relying on the Democrats here in Illinois to protect you, to put more police officers on. I thought y'all hated the police. I thought y'all didn't like police. They always killing us. They always killing us. I thought y'all didn't like the police, but it's good that they're getting rid of K9 and bringing in more police officers, and the Cook County Sheriff is there. I thought y'all didn't like the police. I thought we don't need the police. I thought we were supposed to defund the police. I thought we were supposed to do all of that shit. But you won't. You know why you won't? Because your reliance is too strong on the government to protect you. Your reliance is too fucking strong for them to protect you. So you don't care. You just don't. That's why you get the results that you get. The same politician can run and be in there for years and do the same shit. Absolutely fucking nothing. So what if with the problem, there should be some type of solutions, and I'm gonna get out of here. I will hope that we can come with some type of solutions. You can form your own gun clubs. You can form your own block clubs and learn about firearms. You can probably patrol your own neighborhoods. You could. You can learn about gang activity in your neighborhood. You can bring in your alderman in your neighborhood. You can bring in your state senator, state representative in your neighborhood and have a real good conversation with them and ask them the questions that need to be asked. You could put together block parties, block clubs, all of that, and talk about your gun rights. Now, it's not just about gun rights. It could be a multitude of things. But stop expecting them to do something for you that you can do for yourself. Get involved. And I think one of the things that really got the black community, that put the black community in peril, was we were not to talk about politics or religion. And now we can't have a conversation about politics without cussing each other out. So next Thursday, I will be here. I will try and be here 7. It depends on what time I get off work. I still work. I'm a working man. Share the stream. I'm on YouTube. I'll be on Rumble. Hopefully I have all that set up for next week. I'll be on Rumble, on YouTube, X, Instagram, all that's running across the screen. Facebook, go fuck yourself. Even though I am on Facebook, fuck your mother. Bing bong. Because you bitches are some bitches. But hopefully, when I get back on Facebook and I can go live on Facebook, I'll wreak havoc over there. And I know the comments over there, they're going to be, hopefully I can put them comments up and show y'all. I really want this one lady to come on to my show. I'm going to see if I can hook it up for next Thursday. That'll be a good show. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming in. Check me out on all my social medias is running across the screen. If you want any links to my social media on any other platform, you can. Follow me, talk with me, engage, and hopefully we can all help each other. Till then, holla.
They frame me in a picture. Sharpie horns on my head. Every rumor like a scripture. They repeat what they were fed. Yeah, I'm walking through the whisper. Let them burn me in their tails. I keep receipts in my ribcage. Every scar, every DD call.